breaking news we're bringing you is within the last few hours, a flight has taken off from Heathrow. It's deporting as many as 50 serious criminals to Jamaica. Now, a last-ditch legal battle to stop some of the detainees from being removed from the UK was won in an emergency out-of-hours hearing last night. But the government pushed on with the rest of the deportees. And in a statement, the Home Office said, "We make no apology for trying to protect the public from serious, violent and persistent foreign national offenders. The court ruling does not apply to all of the foreign national offenders due to be deported, and we are therefore proceeding with the flight." Well, campaigners had argued that some of the people hadn't had full access to legal advice, and they also argued it was unfair to deport people who'd come to the UK when they were as young as 5 years old.
The truth is that they want statistics to show they're being tough on everyone.
Mummy, look.
No, that's what it's about. It is a racist policy. So we will continue to fight until we stop these charter flights from happening.
Well, with more on this, we can talk to our political editor Ranveer Singh at Downing Street for us with more details. Morning, Ranveer. So we thought the flight had been stopped because of this last-ditch legal appeal. Actually, it has gone ahead. We're waiting to hear details of how many were on board, but it seems the government's determined that all of these detainees should be removed from the country.
Yeah, and they feel that they have public backing to do so. As Priti Patel, the Home Secretary, made clear, she said that all of these people who are due to go on this flight, of course, and many of whom now will have left, had sentences of 12 months or longer for serious crimes like manslaughter, rape, violent crime and dealing in Class A drugs. Now, the crux of what's going on here are two things, really. First of all, there may well have been a handful of those 56 or so detainees who have been held back and haven't got on that flight. We're still trying to clarify that. And that'll be because, to do with that Court of Appeal ruling last night, that handful of people may well have not had the right mobile phone signal, couldn't get hold of their lawyer. A technicality, really, about being able to access their lawyer in the hours and days before this judgment was made that they should leave. So that handful of them may well have been kept back in order that they can now speak to their lawyers. But the other thing that's underpinning this whole thing is, from the campaigners' points of views who were protesting last night, is that how can you trust the Home Office to accurately say who is a British national and who is a foreign national? Now, the Home Office is saying that everybody on board that flight was not a British national, but we have already seen from the Windrush scandal, which was again about sending people back to Jamaica, innocent people actually, that there are many people who arrived as children, as some of these criminals also arrived as children, for whom the right documentation was not given. And there is a Windrush scandal report due to come out, which we understand will say that the Home Office wrongly sent many innocent Jamaicans back to Jamaica, when in fact they should have been allowed to stay here as British nationals. It was the Home Office's fault for not giving them the right documentation many, many years ago. Now, some of those campaigners are saying a couple of these detainees may well also fall into that category, but the Home Office is saying, look, we are sticking to our guns. We are going to send the majority of these people back. It's a technicality on the ones who have stayed here, and they know, I think, that the public will back them on it.
Okay, Ranveer, thanks very much. Her Majesty, the Queen, is said to be upset